Hi Aries, thank you for joining me. It's lovely to have you. I'm going to do the Celtic cross reading energy for you for early July. And then we've got other clarifying messages from other decks, and we're going to finish off with the wishing bowl. So you know you're the first out of the door energy go-getters of the zodiac. So quite exciting energy. So we have our first card here. We'll take the rest from the deck. So you've got the Lover's energy to start with. Wow, Aries, that's great. So you feel a strong connection with another person. It could be Gemini as well, a Gemini sign. You're an actual fire sign, so a Gemini and Aries go quite well together. I feel there's quite a kind of lot of fast movement and drive and enjoyment there. So yeah, it doesn't have to be though. And with the Lovers, it's a connection where you feel very united. There's physical attraction, emotional and spiritual connection too. So it's beautiful, yeah. And there's an angel looking over you both, and it feels like you're supposed to be together. So that's very nice. What else have we got coming around the immediate situation? Oh, now you've got the Nine of Swords. Okay, so is there something troubling you in this relationship? So there's obviously a strong connection, but with the Nine of Swords, it's saying you're worrying about something. Is something keeping you awake at night? Maybe you're not feeling as close to this person as you used to do. The Nine of Swords are mental ideas. These are not actually physically touching you. So it may be some words that have been said or something that's happened that's difficult, and you're feeling conflicted and anxious. I always think at nighttime worries can blow out of proportion, so it's trying to keep your feet on the ground and stay level. But let's see what the reading's about. Why are you feeling worked up and anxious about a relationship where you've obviously felt close before? So you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is like a stable energy. This is hard-won material independence. So enjoying your material wealth on your own. You've made a lot of sacrifices, and you've not allowed yourself to be distracted where other people may have done. It's like this large bird here she's holding. They often have these blinkers on, and it's saying that you've been like that, haven't you, Aries? Its reading isn't for everyone, and it is a general reading. So obviously, hopefully there's messages in this reading that are helpful, but it might not be specifically for you. I can do private readings where I'm just focusing on your personal situation. You can find the information in the information box below. Okay, on the homepage even. So the Nine of Pentacles is success and hard-won victory, where you've been applying yourself a lot to make your own success here. So why is that troubling you? I'm not sure, because you've got a strong connection with someone. You feel very at one together, like two halves of a whole, but it's worrying you. Maybe there's been something that's been said that's not, it wasn't good. Maybe the other person's been hurtful to you, or you feel that you regret something you've said to them, and you're also focusing on your material success and abundance, but you're very focused on it on your own. So is it because you haven't got time for the loving relationship, because you're so focused on your career, perhaps, Aries? I'm not sure. So the recent energy, you've got the King of Swords. So this is looking for truth. This person's not overly emotional. They can be quite hard with their and cutting with their words. I mean, it's a very sort of intelligent card. It's well informed. So if you're looking for advice or information, so with contracts or paperwork, this person's perfect for that. They've got their sword of truth, and they get to the point. They'll fill in the forms and make sure that everything's well in order. So quite business minded and unemotional, quite impartial. So that's the energy in the recent past. So is it that you're dealing with maybe a King of Swords in the recent energy, where you've been at the receiving end of this? Or it could be that you're taking control and wanting to find the truth in your life, and the kings are always the master of the suit, and it's saying success and social responsibility. So you're maybe wanting to take control in some way in your life, which is quite impartial, I'm wondering. Okay, let's see if it's you or the other person as we go through the reading. There's been arguing. That's what it feels like. Yeah, you've on your mind. You've got this Five of Wands, where Yeah, there's competition around you, so it can be sort of argumentative, petty energy. So with that King of Swords there, it does feel like, yeah, there's someone, that other person that's around you is quite just bickering, it's that kind of petty arguing, and maybe that sort of kept you awake at night. Maybe you're worrying about that and you don't enjoy it. I mean, often the fire signs are good with that. You don't mind getting your sleeves rolled up and having a bit of healthy competition. But if it's a bit too dark, the level that people take it to, or another person's taking it to, maybe it's just too overwhelming for you, Aries. And if it's sort of underhand as well, maybe that's just too much and you're not feeling it, and it's just making you wonder if that's the real you anymore. Yeah, interesting. So what energy are you moving in, Aries? Okay. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. I did a pre-shuffle and this came out in the exact same spot. So yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, this is a solid and dependable energy. So whatever it is you're deciding to do about this situation where you're feeling anxious and worried about a relationship, possibly because of bickering and just underhand comments, I guess, you're deciding to be very mature about your response, and it's very solid and trustworthy, dependable energy. Maybe you're working on your finances. I think this is what you're doing, because you've got that Nine of Pentacles in the base of the spread, and then you're moving in the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. You may even have to compete and fight for your time to work on your Pentacles. So yeah, if you're being challenged for, working on a project, and maybe other people are not wanting you to, then yeah, you might be conflicted in that way. But I think you're taking control, and with the Knight of Pentacles, you're moving forward in a very solid and practical manner. Okay, very nice. So what's Aries looking like in yourself? Oh, the World card. You're ready for the end of a cycle, Aries. This is saying you've kind of reached a completion. Just making it a focus for you. There's a completion here where you've reached the end of a massive cycle in your life. Let's see if we make it focus better than that. There you go. Yeah, there's a cosmic egg here. A lot of people are getting this card, actually, the end of a huge cycle. I mean, globally we're looking at that too. But it's years of maybe going through a major chapter in your life where lots of lessons have been learned, and you've come out a much more whole person, and you really understand yourself a lot more than you did maybe at the beginning of this major cycle. There's also a sense of being at one. I mean, you can see she's naked, she's dancing, so feeling freer in some ways, and graduating from a situation perhaps, which can, it's an ending in a way. There's a completion, a graduation, which always signifies a new beginning as well. So it's interesting that something has come to it's come to a completion here. There's a completion, okay? Major cycle coming to a close. So how do you move forward? What's the atmosphere around you? Right, the Knight of Swords. So you're keen to kind of see action and movement on the end of this cycle. So you're not really holding back, Aries. I mean, this is this is an air energy. A bit more could be that Gemini energy I saw at the beginning. But there's a sense of wanting to see results and bring in this change. I mean, there's a very breezy energy here. So even though you've got that Knight of Pentacles, now we've got the Knight of Swords. So it's earth and air energy. So practically and mentally moving forwards. So yeah, you're very effective in your style of how to go forward in this new cycle. What's your on your mind, your attitude to the situation is the Four of Pentacles. So it does feel like there's a lot about your finances. I feel like you're trying to become quite self-sufficient, maybe more independent. You're really holding on to those coins, and that's at the forefront of your mind. With the Four of Pentacles, sometimes you have to watch out that you don't overly hold on too tight to something that's maybe, if you focus on it too much, you're not allowing yourself to be open to new opportunities. And so rather than building or growing something, it kind of holds you back. So don't hold on too tight to material, things around you in the practical world, so that you're free to expand in every direction, not just in the material world, not just physically, but spiritually and emotionally as well. Okay, interesting. It's a solid energy. I mean, that's the other way of looking at the Four of Pentacles. It can be a really good, strong foundation in your outlook and how you're going to progress forward. So maybe that's what it's saying there with that Four of Pentacles. Let's see the last card. Yeah, I would say. I mean, you've got the Magician as overriding energy. Look at all the gold and warm colours, the red in the cloak here. So the Magician is very much in charge of everything he surveys, you know, is able to make things appear out of nowhere almost. So where your ideas are being brought down, he's got this conducting wand here. So bringing mental ideas down into the real practical world. So that's again repeating that Knight of Swords and mental energy and down into the physical Pentacles energy. So you are you're changing your reality, and it's coming from you, Aries, from your ideas that you've conjured up within your mind and then been able to bring them into reality. Very nice with the Magician. So you're in control of your destiny here and whatever changes you want to bring in. So let's have a look now at the Romance Angels cards for you. See what's the messages from here. Yeah, I mean, the Five of Wands, like I say, Aries often are happy to have, you know, heated debates, but it's something that's maybe too much heat because of that Nine of Swords. It's not making you feel good, and that's no longer healthy. I mean, in a pre-shuffle I did, the Devil card did come out as well, so that can talk about unhealthy, you know, thinking that false truths are the reality when they're not. So you might be just feeling a bit unempowered, I think. So it's taking back control of your life. So we've got two cards. Aren't they gorgeous? I love these cards. So you've got, let's go for the first one. You've got the Ace of Water. So that's a beautiful energy. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition or a new home. Wow. Okay, so there's a happy emotional new beginning for you. Very nice indeed. I'll read the little message from the book for you. So Ace of Water, Ace of Cups, okay. So the it says a true friendship, soulmates, and compassion and kindness, or a new home. So there is a sense of that with that one there. So you might be yeah, I mean, there's solid movement and then a completion. So, you know, it could be that. And then you've got balance. So this is Archangel Zadkiel. And the message is the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. So maybe moving when the time is right. But we'll just look for the confirmation on that one as well. It says keeping a moderate pace, cooperation and blended ideas, self-restraint and finding the balance. So very much the Knight of Pentacles, between action and contemplation. So yeah, physical and mental ideas, waiting for better timing. Archangel Zadkiel helps you remember who you are in terms of your true spiritual heritage as a child of God. Call upon Zadkiel to increase your self-esteem and feelings of self-worth and deservedness. So there you are. Okay, so I've probably had that off the screen a little bit there. So that's a very warm and spiritual message there. So saying we're all joined in the universe together, whoever your God is, you know, and there's a sense of us all being connected. But timing is important here. That's what it's saying, isn't it? Timing is very important. So yeah, I mean, we see that with the solid energy. There's contemplation. There is quite a lot of contemplation and moving slowly, maybe a solid foundation with that Four of Pentacles, but wanting to at the same time feel very enthusiastic on taking action with new ideas and the Knight of Swords. So let's see if there's romance energy for you, Aries. Thank you, spirit guides and divine angels. For Aries. Okay, what's it saying for you? Flirt. This one keeps coming out. Very flirty time of year, I think, with the summer and the easing up of lockdown a little bit. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. That's beautiful. Very, I love their dresses and everything. It's so old-fashioned and vintage. Okay, what else have we got? Forgiving and learning. Okay, so yeah, maybe harsh words if you feel like forgiving. I mean, it's obviously your choice. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So healing the past, yeah, certainly letting go is helping you to move forward, definitely. Okay, and then we've got the energy oracle cards before we finish with the wishing bowl. So let's see what the energy is from the oracle cards. Energy oracle, please, for Aries. We have one already. Thank you. So you've got 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Right, so I'm going to look in my book for the message for you. Clarity of thought and personal vision. And the affirmation is, my 6th chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. My personal vision guides me, and my thoughts are peaceful and clear. Very nice. So 3rd eye chakra. I think we can open that one with the wishing bowl, seeing as it's come up there. Okay, very nice. I'll pop it there for you. Well, I'll pop it in the middle. Yeah. Okay, so this is a couple of minutes for you, Aries, to just relax. So just clarifying the reading, really. You've got a relationship where you feel very close to someone, but you're working on your independence. Because something isn't quite fitting with you, you're not feeling quite comfortable, there's some kind of conflict that maybe doesn't make you feel as good as you could do. So you're moving forward in a very mature energy, a very solid and stable way. I can see solidity as well in your attitude here as well. There's a completion of a cycle. It's a huge graduation, and your environment, there is change coming in with the Knight of Swords, and it might be quite quick as well. And then we've got the Magician as a showing that you've got the power, all the skills at your fingertips to be able to move forward in the way that suits you to be the best version of you. I mean, it may call for some balance, and it looks like there's some kind of lovely warm relationship or new beginning or new home that's bringing in a lot of happiness. It's a new opportunity for happiness there with the Ace of Cups, and it's saying about forgiving, maybe needing to forgive words that have been said, and to be flirty, so be light-hearted with your energy. And then the 6th chakra is talking about us being connected and trusting your intuition with that energy there. So the 3rd eye is talking about your intuition, your psychic ability, and your 6th sense. So if you sit comfortably somewhere where you can close your eyes and open up your shoulders and take a deep breath in up through your nose and let go. And we're thinking of the colour indigo for the 3rd eye chakra. So this is a moment for you, Aries, and if you open up your palms to facing up, that's open to receive the universal energy as we open up your 3rd eye chakra. Okay, Aries, this is for you. It's gorgeous, Aries. It feels like you have got your feet on the ground, even through change. You're very practical and realistic in your outlook. So it's with that mature energy you're able to move forward and make the best of the situation to make it work for you. Okay, so that's the end of the reading, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope it was helpful, and I hope I helped to raise your vibrations. If you turn your hands over now, that will seal that beautiful universal energy within you, and I hope that was beneficial. Please do click on like and subscribe if you enjoyed the reading. I am available for private readings. Obviously this was a general reading, so if it's a private one I can really focus much more on your information. I look at your birth chart, and then I can understand a lot more about your personal circumstances. Okay, Aries, that's great. Thank you so much for being here. Look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye for now.